Hello and welcome. My name is Danielle Stimpson. I'm from Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I'm here to share some community distance Reiki with all of you. If you are new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. And if you're watching this on the replay, know that you're guaranteed just as fun and healing a time as if you were here live. But if you would like to join me live, go ahead and click the description. All the days and times are listed there, as are links about my online Reiki certification courses, all of my social media, Discord, Crystal Shop, and all of that other good stuff. If you are here live with me, go ahead and click that live chat button. Make any requests that you have for your healing. Before we get started into the actual sending of Reiki to you, we're going to spend some time, at least half an hour, 40 minutes, on building a beautiful crystal grid to support all of the requests that come from all of you. After that, we will take a brief moment to explain what Reiki is, a little of how it works, and what to expect. And from there, I will turn the lights down and turn the music up and send Reiki to you whenever and wherever you happen to be. Thank you so much for being here, and let's dive in. Welcome back, Grace and Cora Carr. Good to see you both. So happy to see you both. I'm going to go ahead and bring up the grid so that we can build it together. Awesome, here we go. I've got some copper out for us. This helps to optimize the flow of energy as well as break up any blockages. And we have got an ongoing group of regulars that are just amazing. So definitely you might want to join us live, if for nothing else but that. Definitely have some requests going for Greg to receive success in his literary agent, even though Greg and Susan aren't here. We're still like so behind him. I love that we're all vouching for him. So good on you, Cora Carr, for requesting. Vincent, welcome back. Okay, great. So let's get some things through for Greg. And we have a request from Grace. Healing intention is letting go of bad moods and TLC for your heart. Absolutely. So how light? We would like some Herkimer. And what else? Awesome. Good to see everyone. So Herkimer. Herkimer diamonds are double terminated quartz that actually form in the ground just like this in New York State. These particular stones are thought to help connect us with the things that we need, the things, the people, the places, the opportunities, the things we're calling on the universe for, but helping to, in a way, hone and focus those things to come back to us in alignment with our greater good and everyone's greater good. So this helps to not only call on what we need, but also kind of allow the universe to work its magic a little bit in making it the best, highest possible for all involved. So we want to go ahead and bring that in with the special attention to Greg finding the literary agent. There we go. Awesome. Black tourmaline, fire quartz, sunstone, moonstone. You got it. And we have some requests for supporting the heart. Moonstone. Hey, Jennifer. Good to see you. I hope you're doing well. Fire quartz. For healing in the heart, because I feel like that's been a really big request the last couple of sessions. I feel like let's go ahead and bring out some pink kunzite. Pink kunzite helps to open up the heart center, heal the heart, and also support the heart in inviting in the lightest possible energy. Even if you don't have loving energy around you that is like a terrestrial kind of love energy, this helps you to accept it from spirit, and even from the angels. I feel like this is the angelic stone of the heart, if that makes sense. It's a lovely stone for soothing a busted heart, for bringing in that unconditional love, even and especially when we don't know exactly what it would even feel like if it showed up. It's a beautiful stone to help expand our understanding of unconditional love. So let's go ahead and bring that here. Let's see, what do we have here? Moonstone by request. Moonstone helps us to connect with our intuition, but also the greater wisdom that we can tap into. This is everything from ancient wisdom to the natural themes that belie everything, deeply connected with the same concepts that we would see in the High Priestess in the tarot deck. This sort of, I know what's about to happen, I speak little or not at all, and I understand, I know. This is someone who has access to that wisdom and can share it, but does so sparingly. This is being able to understand our wisdom, connect with spirituality, and start to connect with nature as well. Also, because it's so connected with the moon and lunar cycles, which controls the tides, and we're mostly made of water, so yeah, it absolutely has an impact on us in a big, big way. This is a stone that can help us to do anything that relates to working with lunar cycles or working with full moons and new moons. And since yesterday was a full moon, it's especially helpful. Let's see, black tourmaline. We have black tourmaline helps to repel lower energy, negative energy, keep low vibes around us from sort of following us home and infiltrating our energy field and our day. Regardless of how you work with this, whether it's to keep negative energy that you know the source of at bay, or just that you know that you're a little bit what folks might call empathic, somebody who is, we can all absorb the energy that's all around us, but some people more than others. It's almost like you're extra porous to other energies. This can help to just sort of keep it from coming into your energy field to begin with. So very helpful. We're going to go ahead and bring that around the grid. Fire quartz is a clear quartz that was formed in the Earth's crust nearest iron. So it takes on this sort of reddish color. It's thought to help take this very etheric energy of clear quartz, which is all about connecting to spirit and getting chuckle, pun intended, a crystal clear connection, yes, to spirit and all that is. This brings in that energy of iron, which helps to sort of balance our lower chakras, especially our root, our senses of fear, safety, security, stability. This allows us to physically enact on our dreams, not just saying what we want to do, setting our goals, but also actually showing up and working towards those goals. It helps to balance those both. So let's go ahead and put these together right in the center. Wonderful. Okay. We also have sunstone. I want to grab that. Sleeping well, waking up early. I know we used iolite earlier, and we can use that again because that also supports weight loss, which is a request from Cora Carr. But I also want to use another one that's good for sleep. Sunstone helps really expand our vision of what we can possibly accomplish. it helps us to see a much higher version of our own capabilities so that we can set even larger goals to start to embody the future and our future in a way that it embodies in a way that we can embody our own confidence and pride in ourselves. Lovely way to help start to think about where we want to go from here and not being held back by versions of ourselves that maybe aren't so true, maybe are making us think small. Maybe it's from something childhood-like, maybe it's from something we've absorbed, maybe it's just something we think of ourselves. This allows us to get out of our own way and start to think of the possibilities of ourselves in a much bolder sense. Iolate, like I said, can help weight loss as well as any kind of sleep disturbances, especially if they're related to intuition or cycles of the moon, which is very much lined up with intuition. So we had this earlier today at our 4 o'clock, and I love working with this stone. I'm so glad it's been such a mainstay here in our grids. It's been really important and so balancing for so many of us that are intuitives. But I'm also going to bring in some labradorite to help us with the sleep. Labradorite is another stone. It's actually connected with moonstone. They're essentially very similar stones. Now, labradorite, as we can see, it reflects several different colors, from greens to blues to yellows. This is a stone that helps us to ground a little bit with the information we bring in, whether it's intuitive or logic-based. It helps us see a greater, sort of like a bird's eye view, gaining perspective, and can absolutely aid sleep in a really meaningful way. And again, especially if that sleep disturbance is related to intuitive topics or anything that is connected to psychic ability or even cycles of the moon. So let's go ahead and bring those out. Well, actually, let's bring them here. Let's bring them right in the center. There we go. Awesome. And we have letting go of sour moods. We'll keep an eye on that. Lapis, labradorite. Okay, cool. So I already got the labradorite for you. I already got the black tourmaline. Cardiovascular help, channeling spiritual energy, longevity. Let's work with a different cardiovascular stone than normal. Let's see what wants to pop out for us. Physical heart, green calcite. It also helps to reassure us, reassure anxiety, but this is very much aligned with the physical heart as well. Physical heart, spiritual heart, emotional heart, all aspects of the heart. We haven't worked with this in a while. It really does help us to come into our own in a sense of the spiritual and emotional. It really does support us to almost kind of have a lifeline of loving energy, helping us to feel secure and stable in our physical heart, as well as our emotional heart. I absolutely love working with it. It really does help us to ground anxiety, nervousness, anything like that. Excellent for grounding those. Even if our intention is to expel that nervousness and work with it in that concept, this can be very helpful. Calcite in all its forms and all the colors. It can also be exceptionally helpful for bone density and teeth because it is calcium. So it's good to have that here too. Let's see, what other ones do we have? Waking up early, getting stuff done. I feel like that's going to be, let's do, we could do polychrome jasper, but I feel like sunstone, or not sunstone, bumblebee jasper wants to come in. Bumblebee jasper is another stone that makes us want to get up, get moving, do the things that are in alignment with who we are and how we show up in the world, taking pride in that. It gives us a big bounce in our step and energizes us in a really intense way. So let's go ahead and bring in some bumblebee jasper. This is arsenic, so I don't make direct crystal infusions, and this is a stone that nobody should use for direct infusions. Be careful even when handling it to a point. We have requests for channeling spiritual energy. Will definitely iolite helps, but I'll bring in some in a little bit. Lapis I have in my hot little hand for you. Lapis helps to, it's a good career stone, but it's also one that helps with honesty and integrity. It's also wonderful for organizing things, whether it's in your desk, in your office, in your life, whatever way that organization needs to happen. But I often work with lapis when it helps me, when I'm looking to balance and organize the flow of a space, like my apartment. If I'm moving things around, I try to bring some lapis energy in. It can be very organizing. It can also help with communicating in an honest way. It's also wonderful for inflammation and pain. A lot of folks do use it for inflammation and pain too. But I love it just to, like, standing in integrity. It also is a great let's cancel the drama kind of stone. If you're working with folks who have a tendency or a propensity for that, or if you do and you're trying to avoid giving into that and acting on it, this can help with honesty, integrity, speaking with intention. So taking that moment, taking that breath, saying only what needs to be said, communicating effectively, and not breathing life into things that sort of don't need the extra energy. So let's go ahead and bring in some lapis. Lapis. So that'll definitely help with the decluttering for sure. Transformation, acting on intuition, spiritual education, physical health. Spiritual education pre-night is tops for that. And I know we worked with this a little while ago, but it just couldn't be a better fit. This can be also one for even like a prophecy, intentional work, like some folks would use it for what they would call like lucid dreaming and things like that. Whether you are trying to learn these kinds of skills, trying to connect better and bring in that information, or even if you're working with, like, say, mediumship or something like that, this can really help ring through those messages and also to learn. So any kind of spiritual lessons, any kind of, you're asking spirit to help you to learn and understand new means of doing anything. This can be an exceptional stone. If you're looking to teach or learn any kind of spiritual practice, this is a great stone to work with. So there we go for that. That's pre-night, Prehnite, pre-night. Acting on intuition. Ooh, I like that. I like that concept. Let's see. Definitely Larimer. Yeah, for sure. This is one that's like spiritual purpose, and also even being like going and following a whole new path based on your spiritual connections. When we work with Larimer, this is one that really helps us separate from our ego and even be a pioneer of something new in a spiritual way. So if you are looking to reestablish or even initially establish how you move forward with your spiritual gifts and making them a physical gift to the world, to your community, your society, especially if it's going to be in alignment with like how you make your living, this can be a great stone to bring in. So here it is. It's only found in the Dominican Republic. It looks very much like the ocean, like the ocean in movement. So it's a beautiful, beautiful stone. It can come in dark colors, light colors, in between kind of colors. I enjoy them when they're, this is what's called a cabochon, where it's cut for jewelry and it's almost like a pillow top. It's a rounded top to it. And this is just sort of flat polished. This is an absolutely beautiful stone, but it's also deeply, deeply spiritual. Definitely helps us with confidence on our spiritual path. So let's see where we want to go with this. Here we go. Yeah, if you're looking to follow your spiritual path, for sure. Oh, I'm glad that was good insight about lapis for you. Thank you. Samantha, good to see you. Unusually depressed, full of anxiety from your job and not finding housing yet. Oh, I'm so sorry. Depression, anxiety, absolutely. Yeah, crystals to hold at work. Honestly, anything that feels good. If you walk into a crystal shop and you see a stone that just makes you want to have it nearby or in your hand, that's the one. And sometimes it can even reveal a little bit about what's going on subconsciously. But especially for things like anxiety and things like worried about things like a house, anything that's like resource related, not just finances, but resources in the broader sense, like housing, roof over your head, the things that you need. Anything that helps to resonate with the root chakra can be very, very helpful. So things like red jasper can be really great to help sort of chill and calm the root chakra enough where you can take a deep breath and actually make the moves you need to help provide for your material safety, as well as help ground stress. So let's bring in some red jasper. There's some other ones as well. So here is red jasper. Bring that in. And we also have some good anxiety stones here. Let's bring in a little bit more. Oh, thank you, Samantha. Good to have you here. I hope things start to get easier for you soon. I also want to bring in some smoky quartz. It helps with transmutation of not so great energy, including nervous energy. It's also exceptional at grounding and sort of calming down worry, even and especially when that worry is very warranted. Like there's there's a big difference between worry for the sake of worry when you can't do anything anyway, and worry when it's a very real thing going on, like housing, we all need it kind of thing. But this also helps to protect. It's got a deeply protective energy, smoky quartz. So this can help you feel safe and protected while transmuting any not so great energy, stress energy that's in your field, helping to calm that worry and helping you to, I feel like the protection helps in the physical realm too. So helping you to find the right place and the right space. So let's see where we would like to pop this. Smoky quartz is also thought to be really aligned with Reiki and to help get the energy moving, help improve the experience of getting an energy session. So this could be really helpful. And let's see, before we transition, actually, let's go ahead and transition into that cool, fun time when I make some suggestions and y'all vote, and we never know how that vote goes. We'll move on from there. Let me see what stones want to come through to support us all today, and we can vote on them. Chat amongst yourselves while I do that. One I want to bring in is absolutely picture jasper. It helps us envision the path forward and the future possibilities, and I feel like we could really use that. So picture jasper can actually look like the many pictures of the desert and things like that, pictures of the plains in the US. So that's one option. And another option what else wants to come out? I feel like chrysocolla would be the next one I'd consider. Chrysocolla helps with making decisions that are in alignment with our highest good and moving in alignment with that as well, like following your deepest spiritual purpose. So this can be a good one when you're kind of enacting that spiritual purpose, encouraging you to actually do the things you need to do. It's one thing to know what you want to do or have an idea or an intuition about what to do next. It's another thing to take the steps along the path, and chrysocolla can help us do that very much. So chrysocolla. So picture jasper or chrysocolla, go ahead and vote in the live chat. I am going to briefly explain what Reiki is and a little of how it works for anyone who's new to the concept. And then after that, we're going to transition right into the healing. So as you're voting, go ahead and if you haven't already, consider liking the stream. That really helps. all that good YouTuber stuff. And yeah, I'll just go ahead and let the folks that are new understand a little bit of how the flow goes. So as I mentioned at the top of the hour, I'm Danielle Stimpson of Learn Reiki Philadelphia. And I'm so grateful that you're here today and that we get to do some energy healing together. So as I also mentioned at the top of the hour, you can learn more about my online classes in Reiki, social media, Discord, Crystal Shop, all that good stuff, as well as the days and times that I'm regularly here with this live stream. It's at least 5 times a week. All of that is in the description below. So the style of Reiki that I work with is known as Usui Reiki, or as the founder himself his name is Mikao Usui. He would have called it Usui's method of natural healing. And what's meant by this? Usui founded this method in the 1920s in Japan, and it was based in the Japanese understanding of what energy is, and that's based in Shintoism. Shintoism is the indigenous faith of the Japanese people. One of the main concepts, like the foundational premise, is that everything is interconnected, everything has a soul. Between all of these different soul energies, and it's not just people, it's the places, the things, the plants, the stones like we were working with today. Everything has a soul, and energy flows through all of those different things. We're all interconnected. Where one thing may have an effect here, it has a correlated effect elsewhere. And we now see this principle backed up by physics. If there's every action has an equal and opposite reaction, is a very physical understanding of that spiritual tenet. Mikao Usui was also a Tendai Buddhist monk, so he looked at this through esoteric Buddhism, which is actually quite flavored by the indigenous faith of Japan. Essentially, the concept is this: while we're all interconnected, even though we're our own individual beings, there are many energies that flow through all of us. Regardless of where we are in terms of miles, regardless of where we are in terms of time, there's things that are flowing through all of our spirit. This Reiki, or spiritually guided energy, is already a part of you. Your body, spirit, mind automatically are working with them and are working with this energy all the time. The practice of working with this energy, or Usui's method of working with this energy, is essentially to connect with it and, for lack of a better term, kind of like direct more of it to you. Your body, mind, and spirit automatically know how to work with this energy. It allows us to release in an easier way. It's sort of like by getting this influx of good, pure energy, it's a lot easier to let go of what no longer serves. It also flows into those areas where we're depleted and helps us feel more full and satiated and calm. This can impact us physically. On the mental level, we may have more of a spiritual experience. You may feel sensations in your body, have emotions rise up. You may have some thoughts or intuitions, whether it's your subconscious, spirit, or simply a place where you can logically think some things through in a way that you haven't been able to do on your own. Reiki can hold that space. So in the time that I'm sending Reiki to you, I encourage you to go ahead and either lie down or sit in whatever way is physically comfortable for you, move around, adjust, etc. Absolutely to your liking. It's not going to disturb the flow at all. You can grab what you need, get a glass of water, all of that whenever you feel like it. I usually suggest that you simply close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just see how the Reiki shows up for you. At the same time, if you feel like you want to combine this time with something else, some stretches, journaling, whatever floats your boat, go ahead and feel inclined to do that. The Reiki can just kind of help support it. If you want to set any intentions for the energy, like maybe you weren't here with us to make some requests for the grid, or maybe an idea pops into your head halfway through, just go ahead, bring your mind to whatever that intention is. The universe will hear it and support that. But you don't need to have any particular, you don't need to have any particular area of focus or intention in order to receive the benefits. You can simply have an open heart and mind and see what Reiki does to support you. During the session, I'm going to turn the music up and turn the lights down. The lights will move slowly through several different colors throughout the event. It will not flash or strobe. And as I flow through, I'm also going to have some music playing for you. It's made by another content creator, and you can learn about her in the description below as well. Thank you so much for being here. At the end of the 25-minute session, I'll invite you to take a deep breath in and out and start to come back to your body. And at that time, I'll reopen the chat. If you'd like to ask any questions about your experience or share anything, you'll be welcome to do so at that time. If you're watching this in the future, hello from the past, or if you think of something later, go ahead and leave it in the comments or reach out to me through social media, and I'll be more than happy to help you make the most of it. Again, thank you for being here. I hope that you enjoy your session and that we see you again soon. So let's see. Both. I want all the pretty rocks. That sounds great to me. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, for those of you who are new here, that's generally exactly what we do. We have some suggestions and then we go with all of the above, because why not? So here's our chrysoprase. Korakar, I win! Appreciate all the crystals and their healing energies. Yeah, the spirit essences that are part of this. It's like the crystals bring in their energy, and so do all of you. The communal chi aspect. The concept that the more people come together with the same or similar intention, the greater the energy is magnified. Absolutely in play here. So let's go ahead and bring in our picture, Jasper. Helping us to envision new potentials. And let's see. Where shall we put these? Okay, so go ahead and get comfy. Lay down, sit up, whatever feels right to you. Enjoy your session, and I will come back for you in about 25 minutes time. So if you're here live, that's going to be about 5 minutes after 9. Thank you so much for being here. It's an honor and a privilege to share this energy with all of you. And yeah, I hope to see you again soon. And enjoy. I invite you now to take a deep breath, slowly start to come back. Gently move your fingers and toes. Thank you so much for being here with me today. It is an honor and a pleasure. If you're here with me live, go ahead and hop into the chat. Let me know how your session was, ask any questions you might have. Jennifer, you're so welcome. I don't know about you, but that was super intense for me. I had some intense twitching and things like that, and almost like a trance-like state for me. So I hope you had a wonderful session. For those of you who might be new to things like astrology or watching this in the future, there's some really challenging astrology of right now. And it's a set of transits that, while complex and difficult, it can also lead to us getting where we need to go. So definitely hope that this helps you do exactly that. Oh, Vincent, I'm so glad this helped out for you. And you're welcome. It's great to see you, as always. Yeah, we are coming out of, just yesterday was the full moon, and on Monday and Tuesday, Uranus, Mars, and the North Node were all together. And this is for everyone during this time. You got a strange doorbell ring during this session. Could be, could just be someone walking by, but oftentimes, like, my understanding of things like doorbells out of nowhere or door knocks out of nowhere is someone's trying to stop by. It's like, it could be an energy, it could be a guide, it could be any number of things. So trust your intuition there. You're so welcome, Korakar. Yeah, this is the North Node represents where we're going. Mars energy is like it's like very Shiva Scorpio energy, like burning down things that are in the way to get to where we need to go, clearing a path. Uranus energy is very unpredictable in all of the sense of what that means. It is intended to be beyond ability to predict. So lots of things we don't expect coming out, and things. Mars also, a lot of truth can be coming out, and I think that's definitely true with lots of things in the news cycles in the US. But this could also apply to you. So go ahead, and as we enter the weekend, I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Definitely take lots of time to take care of yourself and rest if you can. Remember to get as much sleep as you can. I know a lot of us have been challenged on how much sleep we can get because these energies are so wild. But in closing, I just wanted to say thank you for being here. You can go ahead and consider subscribing and do so with the notification bell if you'd like. I do add some additional streams here and there based on planetary movements as well as world events. So yeah, I do hope to see you again soon. Definitely take care of yourself and take care of one another. And remember your self-care this weekend. I hope to see you next stream, Sunday at 8 p.m. And yeah, thank you so much once again. Have a beautiful weekend. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.